Greetings, namaste, and welcome to this beautiful day and welcome to this podcast. My name is Elena Ra and I'd like to share a few things today. And it's in terms of where we are, our life, and all the various incarnations we may have for those people who believe in reincarnation and various lifetimes. But it's also, I think it's really important to realize that we are here now, we are having this life experience, this present life experience, and we will never have this one again. This one is so unique. It's such a joy for the soul to be here and for the spirit to be here, to experience this incarnation, to experience ourselves moment by moment. And how wonderful it is to find our passion and to find our joy and to expand through every single situation. You know, it really is about freedom and about being fully expressed. Having this present incarnation, the uniqueness of it and the mission that we have here, and particularly the human experience, the specific human experience, which on some level is the same through every incarnation. But this particular one, by now we will be feeling a sense of resonance, a sense of what the learnings are, specifically in this particular lifetime. And I just met someone today and he told me he'd been Buddhist for 30 years and now this is the time where he'll be tested. And I don't know how that works in Buddhism. I'm not Buddhist myself. I tend to not follow any particular religion, but know that the divine source flows from within me outwards. But on a personal level, I feel as if I've been tested, I've been consciously aware of being tested throughout my life as things are revealed to me. And right now I feel as if the same thing is happening while I'm going through another expansion, like so many of us are. And this particular one is just really it's really encouraging me to open up even further and to have the courage and the integrity to expand into a fullness, almost like stepping into my future self, you know, that part of us that yearns to come out. And I'm in the process of shedding further aspects that have been holding me in bondage on some level, as well as really looking at my behavior. It's really important for us to see where we sabotage ourselves and pay attention to aspects as well of our behavior that may keep us in hiding or keep us locked in a particular thing. I think it's really important to allow yourself to process, but at the same time it's so important not to get caught up in the process of processing, you know, and identifying so much. You know, how powerful is it to be able to step back and observe the process and really be there. Also, I realized that, which is something I'll expand more on in another podcast, about the masculine and feminine energy that we all possess and how important it is to embrace that union, the sacred union. I call that the sacred marriage within, which is the masculine and the feminine. Also, I see that as the mother and the child, or the parent and the child within. And this is a sacred union, yeah? And this sacred union really holds us, the mother and the child, with so many of us going through, or the parent and the child, with so many of us going through this rebirthing at the moment, is really important, because we are giving birth to ourselves, right? And at the same time, we're having to caretake the child within and to love the child within through its fears, through its isolation, and through its story, and perhaps a sense of neglect, and whatever may have happened to you during your childhood. That healing is so important to happen in a really deep level. And then, of course, as I mentioned, you've got the masculine and the feminine. The feminine energy, or the feminine aspect within us, is the intuitive. It's actually, on a lot of, you know, I would say quite categorically, it's that part of us that really, it's a higher energy, because it's the connection between here and our higher selves, or the universe, so we can actually open up as a channel to get guidance. And it's the male energy, or the masculine energy, that then needs to come forward and act upon these this guidance, or this directive. So, you know, if you're holding too much yin or feminine energy, and it's not in balance with the male, then you're not really allowing the full flow or creative flow to happen. You're listening to the message, but you're not actually responding. And it's the responding which is the masculine energy, and that's what really anchors whatever comes through us into this world. And that involves listening. It also involves so many aspects of our behavior whereby we may feel stuck, or we may feel, you know, I'm not going to change, or that person needs to do this. That's the ego that often comes through, that really stops us from being fully responsible and in our integrity. And of course, you know, having the courage to step into the new, yeah, and to do something new in any given situation, rather than attend to it in a way that you may have attended it in the past. So I will expand a bit more about that, and you know, the rebirthing is also a sacred reunion, you know, because all these aspects within us, the masculine and the feminine, and the parent and the child, and our human side and our spiritual side, it's all part of who we are. And when they come together, it is a reunion. There's a real sense of finding the divine within that, and finding God within that space. One might say it's the Holy Trinity. When two come together, then there's a third aspect that is created, and that is the divine. So I love you. I will do another one quite soon, mainly about the energy that we're moving through at the moment. But I just wanted to share this with you, and to really encourage you to move through this process now, as we emerge into the new, and have the courage to show your wings, and to show the light that shines within, that's often quite hidden within the child, you know. It's locked away. Allow it to come through. Let the world see who you are, your families, your lover, your friends. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, and to be sensitive, and to be innocent and unique, and love the angelic being within you. So namaste. I love you. I see the God in you. I wish you well. Keep on opening and keep on flowering, my beloved friends, my brothers and sisters. Namaste.